What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. I hope you're all having a really wonderful holiday. And today we're going to be doing some one-shotting with Lucia Plume. I'm going to show you guys exactly how you want to do it and why this memory set in Kowloon Metropolis event that you can actually farm for is so good. This set is OP, especially on a character like Lucia Lotus, because it's going to increase your attack by 3% and your ice damage increased by 7%. Now, Lucia Lotus doesn't have any ice damage on her. However, whenever you have a 4-piece set equipped on a character, they have a 30% chance to cause frost for 5 seconds while attacking, okay? While attacking. That's the key word right there. Lucia Lotus does an insane amount of hits with her QTE. So the chances of her proccing this thing are very, very good. Now, when attacking targets with frost, right? So whenever you're attacking a character that's already got the frost applied, right? You have the 30% chance to apply the frost. It's probably going to get applied because Lucia does an insane amount of hits. When you attack characters with frost, there's a 20% chance to trigger Ice Explosion to deal 420% ice damage within 3M from the target and apply frost. That's a lot of extra ice damage, which synergizes super, super well with a character like Lucia Plume. That is OP. And the effect does have an 8-second cooldown, and then also the frost reduces the target's movement speed by 20%, but also the ice resistance by 8%. So not only do you get all this extra ice damage, but you're also going to get an ice resistance, which is phenomenal. And that can be stacked up on with other memories that we use, like Guinevere sets or Samantha sets, Gloria sets, Einstein sets. It just depends on the characters that they're on as far as, whether or not they're going to be applicable. But as far as the builds that you want to be using is, like for Lucia, thank you for the follow. As far as Lucia, I don't even have an optimal build, right? I just got 4,300 BP. I do have the Crimson Birch weapon. I got very lucky with this thing. And it does increase your ice damage by 15%. That's very important and it does help. But you don't need this weapon not to do this. I guarantee it. Lucia is insanely strong. If she's already doing what she's going to do, what I'm going to show you she can do at 4,300 BP, I guarantee you with the with the Kuji Sada sword, she's going to be just fine. And then you also get it after 3 ping, you get all damage increased by 10%. It's definitely the better weapon, definitely for sure, but the Kuji Sada sword will still get it done for you. And we want to have Iciness on the girl right now because we don't have any characters that have ice damage. If we had another character that had an ice damage, then the Iciness set would work out really well because, it deals elemental resistance to the corresponding elemental damage, right? So if a character has dark damage and you have this set on a dark character, that's going to decrease the elemental damage of dark resistance even more. If you have it on ice, the same thing. If you have it on fire, the same thing, and what have you. And since she's the only ice damage dealing character, the ice is actually best on her for now. And then of course the Hannah for the 3 ping. We've talked about all that before. But Ayla here is actually a really, really good QTE character for her because Ayla, her QTE skill, whenever she uses this thing, she does deal physical damage. She's 100% physical damage dealing character, but she also reduces all of their defenses by 10% for 6 seconds, which is awesome. All right, it's going to allow Lucia Plume to do a lot of damn damage. Now, I'm using this memory set on Ayla because, right now, currently in the game, we do have the Gloria set, which is OP for decreasing elemental resistance. However, I already have the Gloria set on Lucia Lotus, and you can't put a Gloria set on one character and a Gloria set on another character. They don't stack on top of each other. So I opted to go for the Catherine set here because Lucia will do physical damage in the first part of the phase. When she does her first 2-3 pings, and before she goes into her Arctic mode, she's going to be doing physical damage. It's only whenever she goes into her Arctic mode, when that meter is blue at the bottom of the screen, is when she's doing only ice damage. So in the very beginning, especially with a character that doesn't have their ultima unlocked and they only have 4 orbs, and you got to start off and just do 2-3 pings, waste a little time, and then go into another 2-3 pings, do your signature move with ice damage, it works out pretty good because in the first rotation, if you use your QTEs, you're going to be decreasing the physical resistance. And since she does physical damage in the first part of the phase, in their first 2-3 pings, this is actually going to help quite a bit. And then Lucia Lotus here, we have the Zuane set, or Zeus as I'm calling, then we have the Gloria set. Now, let me show you guys, how this thing actually looks, say in like the trial zone right here. So you can see what's exactly going on, because sometimes it's better to see instead of just to talk about. And it's a little difficult whenever you're actually in gameplay and she's doing the signature. There's a lot going on. It's hard to tell what's really going on the screen. So all we want to do right now is we just want to build up some blue orbs. All right. Try to get a blue orb here. No, give me a blue. Give me a blue. No, give me a blue. Give me a blue. Come on. No, give me a blue. There we go. Okay. That's what you always do, right? You're always like, give me a blue, give me a red, give me yellow, you know, whatever color you need for whatever character you're playing with. But anyways, guys, so whenever I hit my 3-ping, QT is going to be ready to go for Lucia. And I want you to watch what happens when we bring her in as a striker and look at how many hits she does. All right. Now, I also want you to pay attention to the frost that's going to surround this enemy. All right. Now, we're just going to let the matrix finish so you guys get a clear view. And look at that. You see the frost out there, right? And you're going to get that ice resistance down. That is nice, man. That is so freaking sweet. And with the combination of Ayla and having that Zuane set on Lucia Lotus, I'm just going to call it Zu set, and Gloria's on Lotus, you can do insanity against a character like Roland, who's actually weak against ice. This guy is weak to ice. So Lucia Plume is the ideal character to play against this. And I can't use her again because I only have 1 stamina. I don't have any stamina left. Well, I don't have any stamina left for Lucia Lotus. So on Helmo, it's not going to be really that great because I won't be able to apply that Zu set, that Zu memory set. She won't do as well. But on Chaos, I was actually able to play it. And look at the score that I got with a 4,300 BP Lucia Plume. That's a good score. So I'll go ahead and bring up the run for you guys, man. This is pretty cool. I mean, honestly, for a character that isn't built up very well, this is insanity. So we only want to get 2-3 pings right away. Okay, so I often go for red orb. I use both my QTEs, and then we do a bunch of damage. We did 2-3 pings. We got the gauge filled up at the bottom there. It's all red. Now we're ready to go into our signature, right? And we're going to dodge one more time. We'll go into our signature there. We'll hit the red. We'll hit another 3-ping right there. And then we'll apply our QTEs, and watch this. Bam! 16 bars freaking gone. 16 bars gone, right? That is insane. Just crazy damage. I'm just backing it up a little bit so you guys can watch that one more time, okay, to see how I'm doing this. Now, whenever her ultimate's unlocked, it's going to be different on how you're going to play her. It's not going to be like this because you'll be able to actually do your signature all in one go, whereas right now we got to, try to do 2-3 pings and then try to build up 2-3 pings again. It takes a little bit longer, so you're not going to do initially as much damage as what you will when you have your ultimate unlocked and you have all 8 orbs there. But look at that. 16 bars, guys. 16 bars, she just mutilated him like it was nothing. That is insane, man. She is so good. She is so strong that it's not even funny. She is godly, man. I'm loving her to death, man. I think she's freaking fantastic. I'm enjoying the hell out of her. I think she's a fairly easy character to play. You just gotta learn to time your 3 pings and then also time whenever you're going to use your signature move. It's always important, the second time that, like, whenever you do your first 2-3 pings, whenever you're going to do your next 2-3 pings, you always want to go into that matrix and remember to hit your signature to go in Arctic mode and then do 2-3 pings really quickly and make sure that you're bringing in the QT that you need. Make sure that you're bringing in the color that has the Da Vinci set on them, so that way you can bring in both QT characters all at once. And right when she's getting ready to jump up in the air, you apply your QTEs and man, the damage is absolutely insane. So let me know what y'all think about Lucia Plume absolutely destroying Roland. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. June 2+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.